Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Akhtab, and in front of all of you, I'm presenting the Business Standard newspaper headline. So, first of all, Adani board okays rupees 20,000 crore FPO. This offer by Adani Enterprise will be the largest in India. Next, IRDA simplifies its rules to set up insurance firms. Next, wheat uh, acreage up 10% as Arabi sowing nears half way. Next, rise rate by 25 to 35 basis point economists to do RBI. Next, Juventus first to launch Aviva deal commercially. Next, just a power player. Next, a Gujarat gamble. Next, 60% GST share on states wish list. Next, our investment reflects the confidence we have in India. Next, carbon reduction hints on share of renewables. Next, Black Friday fever, brands witness record shopping spree. Next on page number 2, in that former Nykaa executive Agarwal appoints PayU India CFO. Next, domestic PV sales likely to rise over 30% in November report. Next, Hero MotoCorp to rise prices of two-wheelers from next month. Next, SC rejects Amazon pleas alleging dilution of broadcast rights. Next, hiring in IT BPM down 43% in October report. Next, rupees 20,000 crore Adani FPO to be fourth biggest fundraise by India INC. RIL Reliance rights issue in 2024 rupees 53,124 crore remains the single biggest equity insurance by an Indian firm. Next, Zomato Paytms give ESOPs to top executives. Next, Castrol to buy 7% stake in key mobility for rupees 487 crore. Next, NDTV take over her responsibility. Adani wants to build a global news brand, plans to invest rupee $4 billion in a petrochemical complex. Next, our investment reflects confidence in India. Next, PhonePe may buy just money for up to $300 million. Then we comes to page number 3, in that to make Amazon pay, unions join Black Friday protest agitation, part of global campaign against e-commerce firm. Next, Juventus first in world to launch Avipetidil for ADRS commercially. Discovered in 1970, the drugs was tested on Severance COVID-19 patient on DCGI direction. Next, GTL Infra gets NCLT breather. Next, Telox fear surge of pseudo TSP due to private 5G. Then on page number 4, in that government releases rupees 17,000 crore GST compensation to states. Next, GST on online gaming GOM to submit report next week. Next, Jammu and Kashmir sees highest net increase of 772,000 voters in electoral roll. Next, India capable of generating 9% growth, Sanjeev Sanjal. Next, India wins IEC vice presidency and SMB chair for 2023-2025 term. Next, 15-year-old government vehicle will be scrapped, Gadkari. Next, Rajnath don't endorse world order where a few are superior. Next, head of winter season, government to hold all party meet on December 6. Next, all party meet on G20 preparation on December 5. Next, railways plan to export Vande Bharats by 2025 26. Next, as China intensifies lockdown, India opens up. Next, imports open, Russia, Ukraine back to normal. Argentina stays top exporter to India says since war broke out. Next, Center may sell 5 to 10% stake in CIL, HZL, RCF. Next, India UAE Central Bank discusses mechanism to trade in local currencies. Next, Center looks to cut budget deficit on global headwinds. Next, rationalization of long-term capital gains tax structure on the card. Next, Delhi Axis scam, Shishodia not in RBI, CBI first chart sheet. Then on page number 6, on that rise rate by 25 to 35 basis points, economists to RBI. Inflation letter panel blames global factors. Next, HDFC Bank awaiting RBI reply, Parekh. Next, RBI node for opening 12 special Vostro accounts official. Next, Forex reserve rise for second week in a row. Next, RBI housing price index up 4.5% in quarter 2. Next, money laundering case, Rana Kapoor gets bail by Delhi SC. Next, data regulation provisions to be added in new Digital India Act. Next, 60% GST share on states wish list. Next, SC sets aside mechanical show cause notice on GST. Then we comes to page number 7 in that center to review spending pattern of rural job scheme. Next, wheat planting areas rises 10%. Next, non-COVID-19 services may boost hospital SMEs in financial year 23. Next, SC6 government reply on pleas for reconciliation of gay marriage. Next, demonetization can't put the clock back, government tells SC. Next, on page number 8, in that Pakistani rises key interest rate by 100 basis point to 16%. Next, Bangladesh seen on track to be a dollar 1 trillion economy by 40. Next, pop star Chris W. sentenced to 13 years in prison. Next, Sunak more liked than UK governing party shows poll. Next, Aviva investors back dollar 11.9 billion sanction senator offer. Next, Thunberg sues her native Sweden for climate failures. Then next, Foxconn Wolves mount 20,000 leaves China iPhone factory. Unrest threaten hit to over 30% iPhone shipment from the side in November. Next, fear of quarantine camps, not COVID, is shutting Beijing down. Next, PBOC to inject $17 billion liquidity. Next, XI resumes physical meets. Next, chip shortage forces Jaguar to slash UK output. Next, Twitter to launch gold gray checks beside blue tick. Next, China plans empowered moon base in 6 years. Next, PM Duba lead alliance near majority in Nepal. Next, 17 people and a dog between Ukraine neighbor and blackout. Then we comes to page number 9 is an article section in that just a power play. Next, the Tater trade in the Congress. Next, a Gujarat gamble. Next, the game is lost. Next, movement marketing with meaning. Then on page number 10 in that LTCG relief for equity investment in mutual fund. Next is the capital goods sector on recovery path. Next, SEBI bars farmers MSCI MSEI MD and CEO for 6 months. Next day after UTI AMC, Punjab shares rises. Next, Nifty PSU Bank Index MCAP touches rupees 10 trillion. Indies close flat. Next, new framework to address cyber security trade. Next, AMCs to be penalized for delay in dividend redemption payment. On page number 11, in that bank IT stocks will be in focus even if market really ends. Benchmark indices have finished at all time high. Next, select target maturity fund based on investment horizontal. Then on page number 15 in that upgrades teachable movement. Next, will Elon Musk plan to hire engineers in India find takers? Next, carbon reduction hints on share of renewable in price in energy. Next, Aditya. Next, on page number 16 in that cannot use Bachchan voice photo without permission, Delhi High Court. Next, Chesmi led goal sends Iran to 0-0 win. Next, interpreter of languages. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.